Good morning, Empresses. How are you? Amazing Sunday Night Tarot Salon this week. India is going to be now a permanent fixture. Thank goodness. It's wonderful to have her. She is the first subscriber ever to my channel. That's how we sort of met. And it's been kind of this wonderful unfolding, let's just say. So I'm very happy to have her. And one of the questions that was lingering with me as I went to sleep last night, and why this video is entitled what it's entitled, Ascension, am I doing it right? Many interactions with people, there's an anxiety, it feels to me, around this ascension process because of the ego, because of the mind, because of the what's the word? The brainwashing or conditioning, whichever, like, let's use the most positive word possible, right? Of what it means to be in society, live in the 3D world that we've been used to, and now we're moving into this 5D world. And so much of the admit one part of the 3D world had been, am I doing it right? Right? You know, how school is sort of set up to, respond in a way to answers on a test, to questions on a test, to how we learn. That there's a right answer and a wrong answer, which is why I loved English so much, and writing about literature, because I could have my own perspective and I could be creative and expansive, right? And that is one of my gifts, being creative and expansive. And I feel like a lot of people now are applying that standard to this ascension process. Am I doing it right? And in my own expansive, creative world, I know there's a lot of gray area there, and I know there's the word right or correct is a set of trapdoors. If you're in that place of I want to make sure I'm doing it right, allow yourself to be free of that. Allow yourself to be expansive, creative, playful, joyful. Let go of the needing to do it right. It's not a multiple choice. It's not it is not a system that has a beginning and an end and a final exam. And I've used those terms a lot. I've used those narratives in the past because we know what that feels like, right? You have those dreams where you can't find chemistry and you show up and it's the day after the drop bad date and all kinds of stuff like that. Those are all anxiety dreams, and that's very a 3D piece. So as we're moving into ascension, a lot of you are you don't have any idea how far along you are, right? It's like taking a path in the woods and not really knowing, is it a 3-mile hike? Is it a half a mile hike? Is it a 10-mile hike? Does it come back around to where I am and where my car is, right? There's not that kind of certainty about that situation. That's why it's a lot like a grief. That's why it's a lot like these emotions that we go through, or these, not patterns, they're feelings that we go through that, like in grief, as you go through that, the 7 stages of grief, you can cycle back around. You can go back. You can get stuck in a place, in a cul-de-sac. You can rifle through some, and so I have to go back and redo it. And there is that. That does feel right to me. That and what I have been shown is everybody's doing it right. Everybody's doing it on their own way. When those lessons come up, when that anxiety comes up, am I doing it right? That's the thing that needs to be healed. Okay? That's the thing of like letting go, releasing the idea that I must do it right. I'm not doing it right. I'm not, feeling it to my heart enough. I'm not choosing, I'm not manifesting correctly, and all this kind of stuff leads you into the more anxiety place. So when that anxiety stuff comes up for you about, am I doing it right? You're like, I got you. I see you, right? And let that go. And you're like, that's a trapdoor and a manifestly unsatisfying and irrelevant, unnecessary. Those things are just allow it, see your anxiety about, am I doing it right? And be like, just let that go. So what I want to do today, I have 3 oracle decks here. I have the Archangel Michael deck here. I have the Gaia deck, which I'm a huge fan of. And then I have this new deck, this Mother Mary Oracle deck. I'm going to pull a couple cards from each one for messages for those who are watching right now. I will do a regular reading the way I always do, but let's do this first. Messages to you, because that preamble here I felt was really important. As I this morning was looking around for, well, what's the message to me today? What is the message? And I was feeling that same way. Like, am I doing this right? So messages to you watching here. I'm going to pull 2 from each of these decks, okay? 1, 2. Ask Archangel Michael for help and have confidence. Ask Archangel Michael to help you with this situation. Archangel Michael, thank you for assisting me in my ascension. Please help me be filled with faith and peace at all times. The second card here is have confidence. Archangel Michael, please lend me your courage and fortitude. Help me realize that I am one with all that is divine. Wisdom, strength, love, creativity, abundance, and health. Hi, Train. Allow me to feel confident and peaceful about myself in all ways. This, you gotcha, right? If that's not confirmation, I don't know what is. So I'll get a couple from Gaia. Let's get 2 from the Gaia Oracle for you. Whoa. How many did this pull out? I'm going to grab these 3 that are, well, this one, okay. Okay. Intuitive communication, silent whispers from the heart. This is about communicating with your guides. 9 of Hearts, fulfillment, harmony, protection. Purification, fire. Bare Essentials, the naked truth, wholeness. An Amethyst, transformation, certainty, confidence. Confidence is a key here. You see, I wear these amethysts. I got this in England. This beautiful amethyst. Have confidence. The 9, that's 9 of Cups. That's about your manifesting, your wish being granted. Purification. It's like removing that need to have it be the right thing all the time. Because in many ways, I don't know about you, but as I traveled through my life, the things I did that I would have classified as mistakes, and boy, there were plenty. I now look back and realize not only did I learn the most from those situations, and I did apply that knowledge, but I also saw that it was part of the building blocks of my awareness and understanding that this is an experiment. We are here to experiment. We are here to learn these lessons so then we can, pass on knowledge and information to other people. That's part of our being light holders. My job as a light holder is to shine the light on the path. And so what I'm saying to you is you can't see very far in front of you in the path, but know you're on the path. You're on the path. And that's what makes it right. That's what makes it right. You're on the path. Woo! A lot of spirit energy around that one. Oh my goodness. You're on the path. Don't you worry. don't you worry about whether you're doing it right. You're on the path. Being on the path is where you're supposed to be. And you are always in perfect alignment. You're always in perfect harmony with being on that path, as long as you're aligning to that truth of, I am on this spiritual path, and what do you have to show to me today? Universe, God, Gaia, what do you have to show me today? Mother Mary Oracle is a lot about helpers. Certainly Archangel Michael is a big helper here. Have confidence, big time, have confidence. Purification, burning away. It's almost, I feel like I get an image of like, all right, when I was growing up, you know, my mom was a chef. And my brother has never really, he's 11 years older than I, so he's practically like an uncle, right? He's not even really a brother. Never was really good at cleaning up, okay? He's the oldest boy, he's the golden child, you know. So I remember him distinctly. I'm washing dishes. I'm doing the chores. I'm doing the thing. And he was supposed to just clean the kitchen that was not the dishes. And there was like macaroni and cheese or something on the stovetop. It was one without the griddles, one without the coils. It was like a flat top. And I was like, that still looks like it needs your help. I didn't say it quite nicely as that. And he's like, it'll burn off. And I was like, seriously. While that's true, you know, that's what it feels like here is you're burning it off. You're burning things off. And you're constantly aflame. So don't worry that it's not going to sit there for 2 days, right? You're burning off things that need to be burned off. All right, you're burning off that archangel, that belief system that is not supporting you right now. I got a couple that fell out here. Our Lady of Peaceful Change, Our Lady of the Ocean of Rebirth. One more, please. I will read these to you, okay? Our Lady of Sacred Waters. Lots of water here. Ocean. Sacred Waters. I like this deck a lot. Let's see. Oop, don't do that. I'm going to knock this whole thing over. All right. Our Lady of Peaceful Change. Our Lady of Ocean of Rebirth. Change, right? Our Lady of Sacred Waters. So let me see here. 12. I'll just read you a little bit. Change is coming to you now. My dear child, it is a change that has been triggered by the loving prayers held deep within your heart. This change does not have to be difficult for you. Trust in me, and I shall ensure that you are supported through this change, that you are held safely and securely in my heart as you transform one way to another. I would like you to use your energy for more worthy purposes than unnecessary worry, right? Trust me a little more and know that the changes you are encountering now or soon will are actually the blessing of my answer to your prayers. Ooh, that's so beautiful. So this is about having confidence and trusting in Archangel Michael, trusting in your guides, trusting in God, trusting the path. Trust the path, okay? Let's see here. We got 28, Our Lady of Sacred Waters, but we got Our Lady of Ocean of Rebirth first. This is again about change. I champion your growth always. I know when hard edges are best to be softened and when it's time for you to receive reward for efforts made. Allow me to help you release a karmic pattern so that you can now be reborn into new consciousness. Allow me to help you heal your life from the inside, that the outside may change and reflect your inner beauty and spiritual light. I am bringing you assistance now, that a force beyond your control may be softened and your successful growth assured. That's lovely. Our Lady of Sacred Waters. Love. I am the sacred guardian of the holy waters. I offer you cleansing, healing, regeneration, and the miracle of life. I bring you the blessing of moving forward through emotionally letting go. Everything's been about letting go here. You see that? I honor and support your emotional life, helping you tap into its potential healing power. Dive into the sacred waters of your being, and I will greet you as you emerge renewed and ready for the next stage of your life journey. You are now those of you watching this, there's purification here too. The purification, the woman in the water here in the amethyst card. There is that feeling of, in I want to say the Bible Belt. Our Brother, Where Art Thou is a great movie of documenting what it was like during the Depression in the Dust Bowl in the Deep South. And they, the Baptists, right, going into the river, going down to the river to pray, right? And you get baptized in the water. It's about purification. It is about cleansing away. At that point, they were talking about cleansing away your sins. This is about cleansing away doubt. This is about cleansing away fear, cleansing away things that block your confidence, okay? About having you feeling, second guessing yourself, doubting the channel of intuitive guidance, right? Doubting those things and not allowing Archangel Michael, wherever the rest of your deck is, over there, to really speak to you. Because, and I do feel like this, like, we all are super awesome about change. We want people coming into our lives. I'm looking for my deck. Thank you. And we want our twin to arrive. We want ascension to arrive. When it requires difficult transformations, when it requires the coming up of lessons that in the past, for example, I am feathering my nest now. All of a sudden, I'm feeling like I've cleared out a whole room and made it a walk-in closet. I've gotten rid of clothes. I've gotten rid of things that don't work anymore or have just been hanging around taking up space. I've gotten rid of things that other people can use, furniture and clothes and shoes and stuff like that. And I'm really purging. It's coming through me as purging of things, right? Things, 3D things. But I'm also doing on the work on the inside. I'm purging out those ideas and those blocks, those things that do not serve me anymore. Purging those out, feathering my nest, and in the process, uncovering beliefs that have held me back from doing that in the past, which is sort of like this idea that, buying things for yourself or doing things that make your life happy, how selfish is that, right? I hear that message loud and clear. Oh, you're just focused on yourself and all this kind of stuff. And the honest truth of that, and what the messages have been to me is, we're bringing this up so you can see that you are doing things that make you happy, which is what we talk about here on the channel a lot. Doing things that bring you that happiness and joy, coming from the inside, happiness and joy, feeling good, feeling abundant, doing things that are joyful for you, really doing those things, clearing out, cleansing out things that have ideas and things that have just been collecting dust, taking up space. Your heart needs to be wide open. You are a new person. You are a vessel for this light that is coming into the world in a brighter way. You each are light holders, light bearers, right? And you need to dust off your point of light. Not selfish. Not selfish. And selfish in the way that they meant it, but being happy and joyful and whole in yourself is the goal here. Okay, so when you're doing those things, these are things that then you can do for other people. You are satisfied, happy, joyful. That emanates to other people. That rises their boats. It's, it can be a very small thing. It can be a very small thing. Do things that are good for you. Eat good food, right? Eat foods that are good for you, that create energy. Sleep well. Have a wonderful sleeping space. Have a wonderful sitting space. Have a private area that is yours to meditate in. Do all these things, scents, smells, all of your 5 senses, because you're opening up all these other senses, your third eye, your crown chakra, all the way up, all of these other chakras, right? That's what you're doing. You eradicate those messages of lack, eradicate those messages of fear and want and jealousy and envy and eradicate all of those. We are all connected. We are all connected. That is the 5D mantra. And in the space of that, I am. This is the most powerful. That is the God's gift to us is him, her, saying that I am. That's what God is saying to you. You say that. I am powerful. I am abundant. I am loving. I am open. I am giving. I am joyful. I am resonant. I am alive. I am awake. I am seeing my vision come true in the world. I am helping others to do their own best work, be their own best, be your own best. And every day, be a little bit better. So let's see what's going on. I know this is a long video. I hope that's okay. Let's see here. Let's see here. 9 of Cups underneath. That's what I was just talking about. Being abundant and understanding that when you have abundance, when you are abundant in the world, not only are you shining your light bright, not only are you accepting the gifts and the energy that's flowing through you, but you are also utilizing that abundance. You are being part of the world in the 3D world to bring others toward you. People want to know, what are you doing? What are you doing differently? Be in that space. This is interesting. Which one came out first? Boy, that'll be, we'll see. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Okay. Very interesting. All right, let's see here. Guidance. This is about being inside. Right, being inside. These are the things that we're talking about here, okay? Let me show you. So, this is the card, the overarching energy of the reading is putting down those burdens, putting down those things that are blocking your abundance. The twin is also doing this, putting down the things that are not helpful. Okay, so 2 of Swords, really listening to the, pardon my nails, the things that are being taught to you as a child of don't be so selfish, things like that. Like really not listening to those things. Instead, listening more in your heart, being in your heart, gaining an offer here. The twin is really being awakened right now too. Awakening on both sides here. Judgment and Hanged Man really being awakened to this. It's likely that this is a very small card. 2 of Swords, 5 of Cups, very small cards. The energy of this is so much bigger, isn't it? When you see it, when you just look at it. Judgment, Lovers, Hanged Man. Justice. 3 of Pentacles working together here. And whoever is still in this, focusing too much on the past, on past mistakes, on, oh, I should have done it this way. This is, again, that monkey mind that, oh, I should have been more... I should have done it this way. I should have done it that way. That's what creates this kind of burden, okay? That's what creates that. So this is those messages from family, okay? Messages from family and what it's supposed to look like, what the journey, the twin flame journey is supposed to look like. Really changing that up. Really understanding, getting confidence, like Archangel Michael is saying to you, confidence that things happen in their own time, releasing the need for it to be a certain person in a 3D body, releasing the need for it to happen on a certain timetable, releasing all of these things and realizing that the 2 of Cups is standing right behind you, right? And doing the work here, balancing, doing the work. This is very well balanced. These are well balanced here. Even this 2 of Swords is balanced, okay? You can't hold those 2 swords up there for very long, but this is about being at a crossroads, okay? About making decisions for yourself about what this family guidance had been when you were growing up? What are the things that what are the things your family always said to you that you know are not true, but now you're having to cast them off? You're having to go back and hear these things again so they can be released. Okay? Having confidence in this and understanding that the self-sacrifice of what you've been doing is not productive, is only getting you to look back at the past. That's not something that is on the path forward. Okay, that's very much a looking back at the past. All right, so releasing these burdens, 10 of Pentacles, 10 of Wands, releasing these burdens, releasing them. Oops, did I just do that? Okay. Releasing these, I do see this monkey mind thing on the bottom, I gotta say it. Those are nines. 9 of Wands, 9 of Cups, or 9 of Swords, 9 of Cups. 8s, 9s, coming closer to this ascension level. You are at a new level here. I don't know if you know this. You might not know it. If you are somebody who is sort of rejecting television, rejecting anger, rejecting fear, all of those kinds of things, if you're changing your reaction to it, if you're changing your response to it in a more, hey, this is going on, but this, what's the loving way to talk about it? What is a way of speaking your truth in a way that is, it's not about not having opinions, feelings, positions, desires, needs. It's not about not having those things. It's about being able to communicate in a way that is speaking your truth, a lack of blame for other people. We talked about this a lot on last night's Sunday Tarot Salon, about how can you see when things trigger you and be able to communicate, stand in your truth. How can you do that? And that's part of this ascension process. A lot of people in this track, or in my soul family, or the folks who are resonating with me, are really in this place of how can I speak my truth without it being like an old thing, without going back to, the way I was, or feeling like I can't say how I truly feel. This is about having confidence. You saw those Archangel Michael cards, right? You betcha. This is a healing. 4 of Swords. A healing. So let's focus on what are the blocks here that need to be overcome right now. What are the things that are right in front of you? Magician, manifesting. 8 of Wands, communication. Wow. These things are communication with the universe. 5 of Pentacles. If you've been feeling that, if you've been feeling out in the cold by family or friends, or, because you're in this ascension process, you're on the spiritual path, they don't get you. And leaving people behind, leaving relationships behind. How can you do that in a loving way that still speaks to your honesty, your truth about yourself, the energy that you're resisting? You're resisting doing this again. Any resistance, releasing resistance to fear about being left out in the cold, fear about having to be responsible for other people's feelings and happiness. You're not responsible for other people's happiness. Not even your twin. Your twin is responsible for their own happiness. You're responsible for your happiness. Okay? Actions you can take. And then we're going to get some messages from the twin. We've been talking a lot about you. Actions you can take here right now. Transformation. Celebration. Be happy in this transformation here. Chariot, moving forward to victory. This is about, it is about like letting go of things you never thought you'd have to let go of. You thought that, oh, well, that's going to come with me, or this person I've known since I was a kid, they're going to come with me. But really being able to release things that are no longer on the path. You've taken up this mantle of being a spiritual pioneer, okay? And now I think there's probably some surprises of things that will be left behind. You thought, oh, well, I'm taking that. Let's hear from your twin. If this is resonating with you, let's get some messages from the twin here. Let's get some messages from the twin. Star. Very spiritual right now. Very much in transformative place. In manifesting. In a manifesting kind of place. Temperance. Oh my goodness. Archangel Michael brought that right there twice. And Gabriel. Being led. Being in this ascension. They are having a huge transformation. Your twin might come back to you completely different. You might not even recognize them. Be happy. Be happy for that. Nine of Pentacles. Confidence. Have confidence. They're telling you, I am on the path with you. Have confidence. Have confidence in this. I am on the path. Seven of Cups. There are a lot of choices I'm making right now. A lot of choices. I'm being discerning and decisive about things. That, I love that Queen of Swords came up with that. Okay. Queen of Swords came up with the Seven of Cups. That's the best antidote. It's like the best antidote to the devil is the Strength card, the Justice card, right? Queen of Swords is a great antidote to Seven of Cups. It is that no longer confused. And that's the message here to you. No longer confused. All right? Making decisive, confident decisions here. Let's see how this is unfolding. That's so good. Temperance energy, Sag, Aquarius, Gemini. Very good. Knight of Wands, taking action, passionate action, leaving those kicked over cups behind, leaving the past behind. Okay? King of Cups. This person is completely in love. Five of Wands. They're dealing with a lot of people. You could be dealing with a lot of people around you. They're feeling passionate and loving and on the path. There's other people who are resisting them. World. Completion. I want to see what that Two of Swords is. Hang on one second. Two of Swords over here. Tower. Knight of Swords. Three of Wands. They've manifested a tower moment at a crossroads in their life. They have manifested this, and they're coming through it. That's why they have all these big cards. That's what they want you to know. Two Knights, also about moving forward. The fastest Knights. Queen of Swords, taking decisive action here. This is also about Five of Wands, about standing up for their own beliefs. Resisting other people's bullshit, really. World. Endings and new beginnings now. New beginnings. Chariot. Death. Celebration over new beginnings. A couple cards for you, and then we'll get some angel cards. King of Pentacles. Six of Pentacles. Seven of Swords. Ten of Swords. Wow. Ending any kind of lack of communication. Ending any kind of something that was not clear, right? It's going into clarity. Queen of Swords here. We're getting clarity. If this was blocked in the past, if this communication was blocked because of other people, Five of Pentacles, Five of Wands, keeping them out in the cold, that's gone. No longer are they worried about that. No longer are they concerned about that. They are King of Pentacles. They have the capability, right? Very capable King of Pentacles. Six of Pentacles. They're balanced here. No longer are they needing to be confused or not communicate well. No longer do they need to do that. Two of Cups underneath. Two of Cups. Fool. Six of Wands. Oh my goodness. Ace of Cups. I love that. I love that. I love that. So this is the new path. All right. This is the Two of Cups that are behind that Five of Cups, right? Five of Cups here, not looking at that. Now looking at it as the Fool. Gone through the death, through the transformation. No more lying. Lying is kind of a hard word here. I don't really mean that. What I mean is no more, there's no more need to escape. There's no more need to tell someone else a thing that sounds good. Something about, I stand up for my truth. I stand up for what I believe. I stand up for those things in a loving way now. No longer will it will be balanced. It will be loving. It will be a different day, because this is overcoming this Five of Wands. Six of Wands is overcoming this. Okay, overcoming the need to be, I want to say political, like political in terms of, well, there's two different things. If you're saying something in a way that doesn't really speak your truth, but you know it's going to be accepted well by another person, then you're really not telling your truth. If you're speaking your truth in a loving way, in a way that is going to be received by the other person, there you go. There's a difference in energy there. And that's where we're going. We're moving over into this more loving way of communicating, more loving way of being, having gone through a lot of shit together. Honestly, this person has manifested a tower moment in their life, and they are now ready to embark, right? World, now ready to embark. We got the World and we got the Fool going toward the Two of Cups. We are now ready to embark on this. They're having some massive awakenings. They're having some, if you feel like it's very incremental, if you feel like day to day is very incremental, these folks, your twins, the ones who are, where's my, I was looking for that particular deck. If you have found, no, I don't see it. Well, if you have found that the way you're moving forward you feel is slow, because think of how we started out this, I'll use Archangel Michael again. Think about how we started out this reading or this video. Was about having confidence, was about speaking your truth and coming through your heart chakra, not like hard edge, whatever. It's sort of a way of opening up your truth, opening up your communication, not to coddle or be codependent with the other person, but speaking your truth in a way that is taking responsibility for your truth. You're taking responsibility for it. This is how I feel. And if anybody ever tries to say to you to be like, well, that doesn't matter, that person, wow, you are on the right path. Being on the path is its own reward. Being on the path is doing this right. Okay, if you're on the right path, you got the answer you wanted, and you and your loved ones are safe. Believe and trust. You've created the situation. You have the power to change it. This is very empowering here. This is about taking responsibility for where you are, knowing where you're going, knowing that twin energy is on your path, and just be confident. You are on the right path here. Archangel Michael, I call upon you now. Thank you for giving me loud and clear guidance that I easily understand. Thank you for motivating me and filling me with the courage and confidence to make helpful life changes. Thank you, Archangel Michael. Every day. When in doubt, shift into gratitude. All right, guys. Sorry, this was a wicked long video. I hope it helps. I hope it works today. It's kind of a culmination or a continuation of last night's Sunday night Tarot Salon. I'll see you tomorrow.